You couldn't put your head up because you were in front of the microphone, right? You're very nervous. What about you, sir? Same, ma'am? You, sorry? You forgot everything. Like when you were in front of the microphone, everything went out of your head. What about you, ma'am? You were shaking. Did you? I think that's something that happens with everybody, not just with you. It happens with everyone. What about you, ma'am? When you first went in front of the microphone? Okay. So how would it be if you went and spoke in front of an audience who you don't know? So they were very friendly, they were very nice, they were being encouraging. Wow, great. Yes, you can do it. Somebody must have shown you this. Classic. You're doing great. I have had the same experience. But when you are speaking in front of 10,000 people, which I had done that in front of 10,000 people. And this was the first time that I did something like that. It was about handling Mika Singh's show. I have never done informal shows like this. I had never done a rock show or music show or something. My programs are always very formal. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Prime Minister is here, and may I request everyone to kindly rise for the national. My voice tone is like that. Here, my voice tone became, "Hey, today we're going to have Mika Singh here in a short while." So there were 10,000 people in RGS field, in one of the fields in Royal Global School. And I was there and I said, my goodness, I can never handle. So I told my co-anchor, I said, and he's an RJ. He was an RJ from one of the radio stations. And I said, how will I handle this? I have no idea because I've always handled very quiet type of people. Like you are saying, very friendly, and they all know me. And they know that, okay, I'll be speaking for the Prime Minister or the Dalai Lama or somebody. They all know that, okay, she'll do it well. No worries. Because once I give it to her, we're good. Okay, great. So good morning to everybody. I can see myself there, so you guys can't see me out there. So there is a good morning to my friends out there in the other states as well. And I have a beautiful set of people here. I've got six beautiful people here. So let me now that you've seen this first thing, let us go to the next. How do they this page and then how does this happen? Last time, how did it do it? Okay, let's. I need to call somebody. 1 second. So screen, I don't know how it moves. It's last time it was moving pretty well. Now I don't know what is going on. Sorry guys, please don't mind the little glitch here. Technical glitches do happen. It got stuck actually. I have no idea which one. It's ha ha. That was four. Actually, it was not moving. The screen was not moving. Play from current page. And then shouldn't it go to the top? Again? Okay, last time it was like I could push it up. Okay, so yes, 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 please, please, yeah. So, am I still visible to my audience on the other side? Yes. So, we can, without wasting time, I'll request everyone to kindly rise, please. Please rise. Everybody on the other side, also from the other stage, please rise. Stand straight. We all know the drill. Your shoulders should be straight. Roll it back. Roll it back. Put your hands on the side. And we will start with the national anthem. Okay? Yes, start. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंद हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय जय हे जय 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 हे. Okay, we'll do a small exercise. We'll put out our hands in front of us and with a big smile. So smiling, for smiling, you don't have to pay any tariff or tax. Okay, there's no GST for smiling. So you can smile, take it to the left, give yourself a pat, and you can say, I am the best. I am the best. That does not mean you are saying somebody else is bad. You are saying that you are the best in your own place. All right, we will start. 1, 2, 3. More energy. Once you are the best, give yourselves a round of applause. Please sit down. Please sit down. So while this PDF is being made, let me just come to, we can just, I'm sure we can work from here because I don't want to waste your time. And this, did you get the PPT from last time? You got it, right? Did you get the PPT from last time? Yeah, okay. All right, so I think the PDF is ready. Four. One second, just don't leave because I want you to do this. Hmm. It'll go up and down, right? Okay. Yeah, it's taking time. Okay. And while converting to it's my national anthem. Oh yeah, okay, right. It's okay. Seriously, does it happen like that? Last time it didn't happen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sorania. So we are coming to public speaking and how you can master public speaking to become a success in your SSB interview or wherever you're going. Doesn't matter if you're not even going to SSB, doesn't matter, but you must be able to stand up here and speak, not like you when you're shaking. And believe me, when I started off back in school, I was also literally shaking. I used to go for my elocution, I used to go for my acting, and I used to literally shake like a leaf. Nobody could see that. Your sister saw it. She's very lucky. She's lucky enough to see you so that she could tell you and you could work on yourself. But if you can master public speaking, you can also make money. Believe me, I have minted money like anything being a public speaker. For 1 hour, initially, what happened when I first started off, let me tell you, when I first came to Guwahati, I did a bit of acting. And what had happened was, I would be given a measly amount of money. I remember my first serial, Tezal Gura, 13 episodes, and they paid me only 1090 rupees. No, sorry, 2090 rupees. And I asked the producer, I said, why are you giving me 90 rupees? You should have at least made it 100 or just minused it. Why are you giving me the 90 rupees? No, no, actually, you're a newcomer. So when you're a newcomer in public speaking, I am telling you from the point of view of a public speaker, you will get very less money. And you who are, all of you young people who are coming here to become better speakers for your SSB, understand that people are going to grab you the minute you become a good speaker. They're going to just pick you up and they're going to say that we need this person because this person is very fluent in whatever he's saying. So we will get down to how you can become a public speaker. How? I'm going to tell you the tips and tricks. We just have 1.5 hours and we don't have much time. So I'm going to quickly go through the process. But the main thing the main success lies with you. You will have to practice. I cannot make you a good public speaker, but I can mold you and I can tell you the tips and tricks. This is how. But the rest of the hard work you will have to do. If it's 20% theory that I'm giving you, 80% is your job. Okay. So, what is public speaking? Public speaking is the art of effectively conveying information, ideas, or messages to an audience through oral presentation encompassing various purposes like informing, persuading, entertaining, or motivating. These are some of the things. I am someone who is also part of Toastmasters. Have any of you heard of Toastmasters? No. This is an international platform. It's a non-profit organization. You have to pay a fee, become a member, and every time we have a meeting, we go there. Don't think there are trainers there. We ourselves train each other. Suppose all of you are here, you are part of Toastmasters. So when you get up to speak, I will be evaluating your speech on the timing, on your on the kind of grammar you have used, on your body language, on everything. So after you are done with your speech, I will evaluate you. Mr. So and so, or you call you Toastmaster, Toastmaster so and so, you have done this, you have used crutch words these many times. So next, what will happen when you come on stage? You will be more careful. Today, I will not use crutch words. Today, I will use proper grammar. Today, I'm going to be very careful about how I speak. I will take pauses. I will stop. I will breathe. Because in public speaking, if you are going to go like a railway, like a train, then it is going to be very difficult for the other person to understand. You have to be speaking, pause, take your own breath, and then speak again. And that is how you're going to pass on very valuable information. Recently, I joined for the International Toastmasters and I came second. Everybody was saying you should have come first. But maybe the judges saw something that I needed to improve. I can't call myself first if I have not done those things that the judges were looking at. Maybe I did not pause. Maybe I did not do something right. Maybe I had too many catch words. Whatever it was, they did not tell me what it was, but I came second. Now I'm going for another test on Saturday. And this test is again going to be an international, but it's from the division level. So I will be attending it on Zoom at 7 o'clock. So I'll be giving that speech. And there you have to be very animated. I can't be standing because of the microphone. Sorry, the camera. I'm standing here in one position. I am someone who cannot stand in one position. I will go to you and I'm going to speak to you. But since I've got instructions that I have to also attend to the other people across the states, different states. So I'm standing here. Okay. So this is how you will have to become. So we have all got stage fear. We all have stage fear. But what happens is we all have stage fear, but except fear is natural. It happens to everybody. Just like we wake up in the morning, it's a natural process that when the sun comes out, we all wake up, we go to work. So this fear, stage fear, is also a very, very natural thing to happen. Please accept it. If you're going to say, no, I think I'm, and you start becoming judgmental about it, I think I am the only one who has fear. Everybody has fear. Even the best speaker. Even I think Mr. Sashi Tharoor prepares his speech. I'm sure you've heard of Sashi Tharoor and seen his speeches, right? And you've seen what magnificent, such beautiful language he uses. How does he do that? How does he do that? I will also tell you that, how he does that. Focus on preparation. Now, why are we scared? Why do we get scared? Can anybody tell me why do we get scared? First of all, why do we have the fear that when we come up here, like he said, I think people are going to think I'm a fool? Why do you think this happens? Lack of confidence, okay, number one. Then Very good. Wonderful. Then fear of judgment. The other thing, ma'am, let me tell you, is preparation. If you are low on your preparation, you will not be confident. Where you are saying lack of confidence. If you are not prepared to stand here and you don't have those words, like I told you last time, if you remember the ones who were attending my class, we had 60,000 words inside our head when we were 13 years. Now, all of you, you are 24, somebody is more than that, or somebody is less than that. You need to have at least 2, 3 times more words inside your system. And how will you do that? By actually going into Google or to dictionary.com and finding a new word every day. So, can you just write down in your diary? Please subscribe to dictionary.com. Dictionary.com. One new word will come to your email every day. Imagine you will have 365 different words every day. And when you pick up one word, how will you remember these words? Dictionary.com. How will you remember these words? By sharing it out with your friends, by talking it out with your friends. You know what? I learned a new word. Can you believe this? I learned a new word, and this new word is this. Make a sentence. Have a competition amongst yourselves. You will remember that word forever. So 365 words in 1 year. Imagine how wonderful this is. You'll be learning one new word. We don't have, what is the new word you've learned today? Any new word? Anyone? No. See, that is why I'm telling you that if you can give yourself that preparation, this word should be engraved inside your heart that you need to prepare. What am I going to speak? Today I prepared myself. Yesterday evening also I was sitting, I was saying, "Oh, what will I tell my young students? What will I tell them? I was prepared that this is what I'm going to tell. Okay, so practice in front of friends or record yourself to identify areas of improvement. This is how you can overcome stage fear. How many of you have got ring lights? You've got ring lights at home? No. Invest in one. Or if you don't have one, ask somebody to record you. Ask someone to record you. How you will give a speech. Suppose you have prepared a speech on how to become a leader in the next 5 years. I'm just saying, for 5 minutes, you are going to give a speech. You ask someone to take your recording, or if you don't have a ring light, or you keep it in a vantage point where your entire body can be seen, your voice tone can be heard properly. And after that, how will you evaluate yourself? Now, this is self evaluation. You will evaluate yourself by first of all looking at the video, putting down the volume. So now what do you see? Since you put down the volume, you can only see your mouth moving, but you can't see anything else. You can't hear anything else. So you just see your body. You just see your body. So you record your body language, evaluate your body language. Oh, I'm standing like this. I have my hands too much. Some people, they have a habit of speaking like this, or they have a habit of speaking like this. You have the ability to move your hands. So when you are speaking on stage, you you sometimes you wonder, where will I keep my hands? Will I keep it here, back, front? What will I do? But if you see, if I put my hands here, I don't look so confident. I'm looking like as if I'm going to start doing a chorus or something. I'm going to start singing a song like this. But if you bring it here, and if you put it here, this is called a steeple form of your hand gesture. From here, you can speak. And today, I went in the morning and I found that this thing happened. You see, so you have the chance of using your hands. When you put it here, this is the steeple form. You can study a lot about the steeple form of body of of hand gesture. Look at it, look it up through YouTube. Steeple form. You'll see that a lot of people, and I've taught young people nowadays, what they do is they stand like this, not here, not here, but in the middle, like around around your belly button, around this part. Just put it here. So you look a lot more confident when you're speaking. So, and then this you have to do practice in front. Maintain perspective. Audiences are often supportive. Like ma'am says, she says that I had a very supportive audience. Maintain the perspective means you have to prepare your speech according to your audience. You can't go into, suppose you have joined the army or the navy and the air force, and now you become an officer. You have been called in to speak to a kindergarten. You can't say, "Good morning, dear." You can't behave like when I was doing like for Narendra Modi ji, and "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Narendra Modi ji." You can't say, "Good morning, children." This is tone of your voice, which is going to make the kids happy that there is a guy from the army or a girl from the army who is coming here to speak for us. So your perspective has changed. Now you've been asked to speak in front of teachers. So again, your perspective has to change. Your tone, your body language, your matter, the content you're going to speak, it has to change according to who you're going to speak to. The content, the variety, your body language will change. When you're with kids, you will go down on your knees, you're going to say hello, for you. So they don't need a speech. They're least bothered about your speech. If you're going to give them a speech about environment and what's happening, and about Hyderabad, the jungle being thrown down, I mean the down. So they don't understand all that. But going to a college where you're going to talk to students and they are going to understand. Okay, Hyderabad is big thing. Yes. So what is your? So you can ask. So what is your? What do you feel, ma'am? So they'll have their own perspective. So that is how you can engage the audience. Okay, overcoming stage fear. Once you are prepared, you have nothing to fear. Structuring your speech. How will you structure your speech? How will you structure your speech? Remember, in school we used to do an essay writing, the introduction, the introduction, the description, and the conclusion. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Introduction, description, and conclusion. Your speech should also have these elements: the intro, the description, and the conclusion. You can't go on and on and suddenly say, okay, thank you, in between without a finishing line. So you have to have a finishing for your speech as well. So, how will you begin with an engaging introduction like a quote or a story? You can start like that. And then organize content into three sections: introduction, body, and conclusion. And use a mental or written outline, but avoid reading it verbatim. Avoid reading it line by line and word by word. If you prepared a speech, you know that you're going to speak about this, but you can't go and say, and today we said, and then your eyes are all the time on the paper. You have a podium or you don't have a podium, doesn't matter. But if you're looking into the paper, it would really be messing up your entire speech, because what will happen, all the audience is waiting to look into your eyes. Can you see that I'm looking into each and every one of your eyes? When I started speaking, when I started acting, some people told me, if you are scared of the audience, don't look at them, at their faces, look at the wall behind them. And believe me, nothing came out of my mouth. I was zipped because I could not connect with people. When I'm connecting with you, my words are coming through. So, what I used to do is when I'm anchoring, I used to always request the light boys to give a light, not totally dark, but at least some light on the faces of the people so that I can scan through them and I can understand, okay, here are some people, here are some people. I can see some people I know. So I engage with everybody. But if there's a completely dark place and I know the audience is there, I don't know. Maybe that's going to be for my acting, it's fine. But when I'm speaking, then it becomes a little difficult. For acting, it's okay. Because if you don't see the crowd, then you can do whatever you want. I've been an actor all my life since I was 4 years. So I know how it is. There's a difference between anchoring and acting. Acting, it can be totally dark. You don't need anything. But for anchoring, you need some connection with the people. So for that, you have to engage with their eyes, to understand how they're feeling. And if she goes off to sleep now, then I'll understand she's very bored with my content. So I have to understand from her body language and from her facial expression that I need to make this different. I need to make it more interesting. Okay. So use a mental or written outline, but okay, we've done this. Then techniques for effective delivery: make eye contact. I've told you that. Use chunking, stress keywords, and pause for impact. I was telling you, go slow, pause, create some words. Like the other day, I had a speech where I used the word gung ho. There was an army guy he has joined our Toastmasters. He couldn't pick up the word gung ho. Gung ho means very excited. So Gungho. So I said I was very gung ho about the training. So when I used it, he later on during breakfast he asked me what you used. So if you have a selection of words inside your system, you will be able to use it as and when you want. That is why I keep telling you, for your preparation, ma'am, let me tell you, so that your legs don't shake. For your preparation, you need to read a lot. How many of you are readers here? How many of you read books, sir? You read, sir? Sometimes. Reading? Do you read any kind of novels and novels or something like that? You do read something, ma'am. You do regularly. Do you do it regularly? Not regularly, ma'am. Newspapers, books. No, not much. Okay. Okay, now let me tell you a quick story about what happened in 2019. When I had an accident, I was actually clinically dead. I told you last time I hit my head in somewhere in the bathroom. I fell. I went into coma for 10 days, and when I woke up, I couldn't walk and I had no voice. When I did not have any voice, one thing I was very worried about is I'm a person from the stage. What will happen to me now? Because I love being on stage. I love being in front of the microphone. That is when my husband told me, read. Just keep on reading. Doesn't matter. And every morning I would flip one page, 2 pages of whatever book I'm reading, and I would read it out loud. So what happens is when you hear your voice, you know that I need to pause here. I need to put a slight pitch here. I need to come down when you start reading. Ma'am, if you're reading the newspaper, read it out loud. Go to your room, and if you think you're going to disturb your parents or somebody at home, just go to your room and read it out loud. Not out loud, not that the neighbors can hear. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that read it out in such a manner that you can hear your own voice. And once you hear your own voice, you'll be able to understand, okay, I need to say. And if you have a problem with pronunciation, nowadays we have Google. We just need to go there, ask how to pronounce this word. Don't pronounce words which are wrong. Like, say this one, it's not a dais. What is it called? This is not a dais, it's a dais. Now, people will always, they have argued with me that this is a dais. We in Ohomia also, we say the same thing. We say dais. Dais or thoka manhu, and all that, we say like that. But this is not a dais, it's a dais. D-A-I-S. How would you pronounce the word D-E-V-E-L-O-P-M-E-N-T? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. D-E-V-E-L-O-P-M-E-N-T. Okay. Now that word, I had learned it when I was in class 6. And I remember during Doordarshan times, it's not development, it's development. So you have to elongate that first part, the first synonym. It's not development. Everybody says development, but it's development. Development. These are some of the words. Okay, now the next word, W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Okay. I think you pronounced it a little correctly. You did not pronounce D, Wednesday. Did you say Wednesday? Yes. So you cannot say Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So there are so many nuances to public speaking that you have to drill yourself, and put the effort every day. I'm going to learn one new word every day. I'm going to read every day. I'm going to do all these kind of YouTube. Let me go into YouTube, find out who are the good speakers. Go into YouTube, find out who are the good speakers. And you don't have to pick up an American accent, please. That is not our accent, nor a London, England wala accent. No. We have our own accent. We have our own English accent that the Indians use. We are going to use that. We are not going to put up an anglicized kind of a accent. We will use just those words. So we should be comfortable in what we're speaking. No, you don't need to put an accent. I remember when I was giving a voiceover for a documentary, I did put up an accent. And I said, in the lands of Assam, I said something very weird. And the director came up and said, Tina, why are you putting up an accent? We don't want any accents. Please speak straight. You are going to speak about terracotta and Assam. Don't say in Assam, the land of the rising sun, blah, blah. What is this? What accent is this? And then I said, okay, now I need to stop. I thought he would like it because he was an international director. I thought he would like it for his documentary. No, it's wrong. No need to put up an accent. If you have an accent, fine. But if you don't have it, don't try to put one. Because what will happen, you start with your speech. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And today I'm going to speak about this. And simply after some time, you goes, your accent is gone. Then say, and then what happened was, I was sitting there with a coffee, and you're back to your own accent. So if you are going to have an accent, make sure it is there all throughout your speech. But if you don't have one, don't start with one. What will happen? It will taper off towards the end, and people will make it out very sharply. People are very sharp nowadays. You can't fool people at all with funny accents. Okay, so so vary pace to maintain interest. Slow down if nervous. If you are feeling slightly nervous, slow down. It's okay, but don't take long pauses. If you're going to take a long pause, people are going to say, "Eh, what happened? What happened to this person?" Taking a long pause, not a long pause, just maybe 1 second, maybe a fraction of a second, but you're pausing, breathing, and speaking again if you're nervous. And when people are nervous, let me tell you one very beautiful way to get out of nervousness. Before you come in to speak, you are there in the wings. Now people have asked you to come and speak here. Just at that point itself, take 3 deep breaths. Now I want all of you to take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it out through your mouths. Okay? Let it out through your mouth. Again, breathe in. Let it out through your mouth. Yes. So now, since you're feeling more relaxed, you will find that you're loosen up. Your muscles are also going to work better because it's got more oxygen, and you're going to come and speak here without those legs shaking. Initially, when I started, I had the same feeling. I did not take. I believe that I used to press that. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, so I used to let out a breath out there. By the time my legs were almost knocking each other, I was so nervous. It happens. But then once you get a hang of it about how to speak in front of the microphone, how to handle that microphone, you can master over it. Practice makes perfect. If I am not going to be prepared for my 12th speech, for my speech for the 12th evening, 7 o'clock, then I cannot expect an award because there are going to be lot many participants than what I did for the area level. So I have to be very prepared. My mentor, when you join Toastmasters, you also get a mentor. So my mentor has told me that your timing is 5 to 7 minutes. You have to be so in speaking that you know that when it's 5 minutes, this is the sentence. So you have to rehearse so much. You have to rehearse your speech so much that you do not go and make any kind of mistake out there. So it might be anything you want to speak about. It might be anchoring. It might be about some kind of speech that you have prepared, but that has to be totally prepared and rehearsed. Test your speech with peers or mentors for feedback. If you have a friend, buddy, accountability buddy, go to that person, say that this is the speech I have. Can you please listen to me? And listen to that and make sure that whatever that person is saying, you need to move your hands, you need to use the stage. Take up those advice. Don't say that, "Arey, what kuch bhi bolta hai." Not like that. Take that advice because that if that accountability buddy is good for you, that person is going to give you good feedback, positive feedback. Record yourself to identify areas needing improvement. I've already told you this. Please record yourself. And next, we go to engaging your audience. Ask questions or share relatable anecdotes. Last time, the speech that I gave, I have been giving quite a lot of speeches in the last couple of days. I gave one speech on being analytical. And what I did was I engaged the audience. I asked them questions. Okay, tell me, how, whether I'm analytical, whether I'm direct, whether I'm this, whether I'm what form of communication have I done. So once you engage the audience, they become a part of your speech. This is what you need to do: ask questions or share relatable anecdotes. So they found my speech very relatable because many a times what happens to us, I'll give you a quick brief of what I said. I said that I was actually thinking of saying in a very rash tone to somebody else because that person had not reverted back to me on time. Imagine if I had sent the message, I typed out the message on WhatsApp and I was about to press the button, but I did not because I thought it's best to be diplomatic and not spoil relations. So I did not. But then that person gave a very nice voice message. And so my relationship is good with that person. But if I had pressed the button, I would have spoiled a lot of relationships. Encourage participation to make your speech interactive, gauge audience reactions, and adjust accordingly. You have to be so smart that when you see someone who is looking into the phone, like suppose all of you now look into your phone, I say, oh my gosh, what have I done? Maybe that's my speech must be really boring for these people. I have to do something. So you have to gauge what you are speaking and you have to adjust accordingly. Adjust it accordingly. Common mistakes to avoid. There is one thing I have seen very severely. People come in and then they come, suppose they said something, and then they have a feeling, oh, I'm so sorry. There is no need to apologize when you are giving a speech. It's okay to make a mistake. Please understand. In life, we we try to become too perfect. There is nothing, there's no word called perfect. We are all here to make small mistakes, learn from them, and get along. Please make mistakes, as many as possible. That's why I always keep telling students, don't be scared of making mistakes. Make mistakes. Initially, when I was growing up, my mother used to say, be perfect, be this, no mistakes. But now I've understood one thing, that life is not to be taken so harshly. You can always make mistakes. And if you're making a mistake, you have to say sorry. It's okay. And the other thing is, you are scared. You know why? Because you think the audience, like you said, they are going to speak behind your back that you've said a horrible speech. But do they know what you're going to speak? No. You are going to speak about NASA. So 80% of those people don't know what you're speaking about. So your speech is your speech. It's the best speech. Prepare it and speak it in such a manner that it holds their interest. So, and never go with that feeling that these people are going to be judgmental about me. Let it be. Let them be judgmental. It's okay. They will give you feedback. After going out, you can ask one of your best friends, what happened? Did I speak well? You spoke well, but this part needs to be done well. So then you keep that in mind. Okay, next time, I promise that I'm going to do better. Don't rush through your speech due to nervousness. Pace yourself. When we become nervous, what do? We speak very fast. Done. Whew, I've done my speech. It's like that. It's not that. Your speech is like storytelling. Once upon a time, there was a cat and a dog, and they were great friends. So you're waiting, and you are waiting for the audience to understand that you're talking about a cat and a dog, or a king and a queen who lived in a far off country, and they had this cat and a dog. So you're going to speak in a very slow and in a manner which is going to interest them, not in a drawl. Now, I suppose I say, once upon a time, there was a cat and a dog, and there was a king and a queen, and then they all lived happily ever after in a kingdom. So you're going to say, oh my God, that voice is so monotonous. She's got no ups and downs. There's no pitch. There's no tone. Like you see that ECG machine where a heart keeps going tuck, 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 tuck. We also need to follow that same kind of go up a little bit. Where you need to go up, you go up. You have to make those kind of impacts. Avoid monotony, use vocal variety and gestures. I've told you this already. Don't be monotonous. Sometimes what happens, we have our rapid reading kind of speech. Have you noticed that? When we were younger, ma'am, if you remember, when we were doing rapid reading, we used to always do, once upon a time there was a cat and a dog, and then they were going around very happily. And then one day a fox came, and so we have got a na 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 na. So let's avoid that. Let's put in more adventure into our speech. When you put in more adventure, more vocal variety, more kind of intonations and pitch, different kinds of pitch, your your speech becomes more interesting to hear. You're going to say, oh, okay, it's me sitting in the audience, and I'm going to say, what happens next? Wow, he's paused here. I wonder what's going to happen next. So that kind of a feeling you should kind of entail from the audience, so that they want to know more and more about what happened. After that, you should be getting a standing ovation. You did very well. Don't, okay, avoid monotony. We have done that. Now, tips for your SSB success. Stay calm and composed during public speaking tasks. You have been asked to come in and speak in one of your interviews. They'll come and say, okay, sir, get up and please speak about leadership in India over the past 5 years. you will have to be so prepared that you cannot come here and say, "Sir, give me some time." In Toastmasters, we are given 30 seconds to think and put our thoughts together. Intro, description, conclusion. We need to think, organize your thoughts in 30 seconds. If we are supposed to speak, these are called table topics. We will do that now. So you have to be prepared. And how can you be prepared? By reading as much as possible. Like ma'am reads newspapers, you read books. Some of you are reading books, but not regularly. Please start reading books, newspapers, news. Start watching the news. That when you watch news, also the words that come in from those from the news, from the channels, those also kind of work inside your head. Now, if you need to speak about the Hyderabad, that forest in Hyderabad, how would you come and speak? You'll have to speak about, I heard the sounds of a peacock, and then I see the drone, the machine coming and literally cutting off all the trees. So your pattern should be in such a way that you create that impact in the very first level itself. Focus on clarity, brevity, and relevance in your responses. Last time, if you remember, the 3 C's of communication we talked about: be clear, be brief, be absolutely, you should have coherence. And these are some of the words that we have used from that 7 C's of communication. Practice regularly to build confidence and fluency. So your journey starts here. Your journey will start here. You will have to do group discussion with when you are going to be asked, "Are you okay? Something happened to your eyes? You want to go and wash your? Can you go? Do you want to go and wash your eyes? I think something's gone into your eyes. What happened? Are you okay? You can't see. Okay. Is it itching or something? Okay. So can you keep wearing it, please? Because otherwise, it's going to be difficult for you. Let me know if you're having trouble. Then we can do something. Okay. So the art of communication is the language of leadership. All of you want to become leaders. So do not shy away from public speaking. Do those things which you fear most. What is it? If there's an assignment that, ma'am, you have to come and speak, don't shy away. Come and speak here. Come and speak as much as possible with all your heart and soul. Okay. So we are going to now have this. Okay, this is I have put in some slides for your group discussion. For your group discussion, how will you start if people are going to give you now in what happens in SSB group discussion? Do you have any idea? You have any idea about that? SSB people will come and tell you that properly. I'm a person who deals with only soft skills, but let me tell you what happens with SSB group discussion. You will have a group of people. Just go to YouTube and see SSB group discussion. You will find that there is a topic which has been given to you. Now you will have to initiate what you have to speak. Now, what is going to happen is there will be everybody speaking at the same time in a group discussion. So you can't sit back and then there will be people who will be observing you from outside. The other guys, the ones who are interviewing you or who are going to be a part of that of organizing that SSB that particular thing, group discussion, they are going to observe you. So you can't say, "Oh, sir, what happened? I was not allowed to speak. Everybody was speaking at the same time." It can't be that. So you will also have to voice your opinion. Suppose it is about cutting down trees in India. Now you can't say, "Oh, I'm waiting for my turn to speak." No, you have to and you have to put up your hands and you say that, "I have a word to speak. I have something. Can you please hear me out?" So while you are speaking, there'll be somebody else to cut you down. But don't worry about that. Continue to speak. This is what happens. They will see whether you take the initiative or not. Do you have that leadership quality or not to be a part of that group discussion? But if you're not going to be part of the group discussion, then they will say, "Okay, this person is very passive. This person is not active in what he or she is doing." So please begin with a clear and assertive statement. Use phrases like, good morning, everyone, let's discuss. So in a group discussion, you can start by doing this. Clearly outline the subject matter to guide the discussion. This helps. Okay. This is encourage participation by inviting others to share their views, promoting a collaborative environment. Okay. Stay concise, keep your points clear to the point, avoiding unnecessary repetition. Okay, now let's come to this most important part. I am going to give you a couple of statements. I want you to come first. Sir, please come. And stand here so that the camera can also see you. So I am going to give you a topic. You have 30 seconds to think and you will speak about the topic. And after that, within 2 minutes, can somebody become a timer? Can somebody become a timer? Yes, yes, you can do it in the phone. You can be a timer, and somebody, maybe ma'am, you can evaluate his speech about how many ums and ahs, the crutch words that he has used. And you can also, he will do the timing. You will become the R counter, and the grammarian, you can become the grammarian. And you can find out whether he has used any grammatically wrong words or if he has used good words. You can evaluate him on good usage of words and the bad usage of words for both. Okay. Yes. Yes, you are going to be, see, it's called the tag team. So he is the speaker. All three of you are going to be the evaluators. He's going to be the timer. So at exactly he's going to be given 2 minutes. But before that, he has to be given 30 seconds. So you have to put your phone to a 2 minute 30 seconds plus another 30 seconds because he has to wrap up in another 30 seconds. So make sure that, so it will be 3 minutes in total, right? 30, 30 plus 2. Isn't it that way? 30, 30 will be 1 minute plus 2. So you give him 30 seconds. And when it is around, when it is like, okay, no need to ring the bell because he'll get distracted. When it becomes 3 minutes, you just put up your hands and ask him to stop. So he will see your hand and you have to stop at that moment. So you have to make sure that, but what we do is, since we are doing a table topic, and we're giving him 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, we have to actually show him a green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, we have to show him a yellow. And 1 minute, and 2 minutes, we have to show him a red card. Now, if we are going to ring a bell or something, maybe what you can do is, in 1 minute, you can just tap lightly. So you will know that is, so you've got 1 minute gone. So in 1 minute, you just do this, okay? And then in 1 minute, 30 seconds, second tap. And in 2 minutes, you can do that. So you again have another 30 seconds to wrap up. So 30 plus 30 in between two. So you have 30 seconds to think and then 30 seconds. So you don't have to add 3 minutes. Just start giving him 30 seconds. First, you start with 30 seconds. Give him that 2 minute thing, but you'll get confused, no? Hmm. He has to think for 30 seconds first. Then at 2 minutes, 2 minutes you will have to start the timer so that he will, at 1 minute he will you will just tap once. At 1 minute 30 seconds you will tap once more, and at 2 minutes you'll do two. That means he has to end his speech. Okay. Yes. And for you, you are the R counter. How many times he has said um you know, you see, like, these are all crutch words. So while speaking, if we do not use these words, if we do not use these crutch words, our speech becomes much better. Okay, so you will be helping me with that, and you will be looking at his grammar. In his grammar, he might be saying had somewhere instead of has. He might be saying some wrong words. So you will have to point those out. And later, when we evaluate him, you are going to tell us what exactly has gone wrong. We'll do that at the end. We'll all do the speeches together. After that, we'll do that. Okay, I will give you a speech. Choose a number first. Tell me a number, any number between 1 to 10. 6. Okay. For 6, your the question is, what is the most important quality for someone joining the armed forces? What is the most important quality for someone joining the armed forces? So you get 30 seconds to think, then 2 minutes to speak, and 30 seconds to wrap. You've started the timer. Whenever you want to start, you can show him a thumbs up. Hmm. What are the qualities for joining the armed forces? I swear. 1 second. Can you just do that again? Because yeah, start again. Okay, fine. We will work on you. Come, come. Give him a round of applause, please. Give him a round of applause. At least he tried. The best part is he tried, right? Okay, so next person, you come. So because they can still be the timers then. It's okay. It's okay. You've done well. Don't worry. Now your words are going to come through. Now that you know that you are standing there, the next part is your words will come through. Now choose a number between 1 to 10. 6 is gone already. Sorry, 4. Okay. Let me just see what is 4. 4 is, what is the role of discipline in achieving goals? What is the role of discipline in achieving goals? You can take 30 seconds. He will ring the bell. What is the role of discipline? Okay, thank you. Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. So by the time the others come, you can come. So then you'll have to switch roles. Then somebody else will have to become the timer. You become the timer then when he comes to speak. Okay, so you have to choose a number between 1 to 10, and 4 and 6 are already gone. 10? Okay. Number 10 is, how do you define success in life? How do you define success in life? And you have 30 seconds to think. And please understand there's no right and wrong in anything you speak. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Give her a round of applause, please. Very good. Come. At least all of you have come up here and made an effort. Nobody has said, no, I can't do it. Very good. So now the three of them will do it. So now three of you will take up the roles. Okay. So you can take up the timer role. Okay, he will come. You take up the timer. Come. So 4, 6, and 10 are gone. You have to choose a number. 5? 5? Okay, 5. So for 5 is, how would you handle a conflict within a team? How would you handle a conflict within a team? Suppose in a school or something, you have a conflict. Just go back, just go behind because they can't see you otherwise. Yeah. How would you handle a conflict inside a team? There is a conflict in school or in college or in your SSB, somewhere in the where you've joined the army, and there is a conflict. Now, how will you deal with that? So, what are the things, strategies you might try? You tell me when you're ready. You're doing great. Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. You started off so well. You started off so well, and you have words inside you. You can do it. You can't express, that will come. But if you keep practicing, it's going to come. You're doing great. Give him a round of applause, please. Wonderful. Please come. Please come. So yes, now I want you to come. So you are the R counter. So you can give her. How many do you write? You can write down her name and how many R's and ums she has counted. So what's your number? 9. Okay. 9 is, what is the impact of technology on modern warfare? What is the impact of technology in modern warfare? If you want to choose a different question, you can. You'll continue with this? Okay, wonderful. Let me know when you're ready. Sure. Lovely. Give her a round of applause, please. So this is a girl, a lady who has read a lot. She has gone through news. Please sit down, ma'am. She has gone through news. She has gone through a lot of papers. She keeps reading the newspapers. So you see how things are coming through. She's also read about the past, about China, about Ukraine, about she's got so many facets to her speech. So this is wonderful, ma'am. Please keep on continue with this spirit that you have and continue reading so that you get more and more opportunities like this to speak and show your prowess. I think I'm very happy with you. Superb. Please come, ma'am. And if you can just do you did you count how many times she said as and ums? You did. Okay. Okay. So you can give this back to her again. And ma'am, please come. And no, she can count, and you can do the grammar bit for her. Okay. Yes, please come. Please come. And please tell me what is the number you choose. Sorry, 7. Okay. What does patriotism mean to you in today's world? What does patriotism mean to you in today's world? You tell me when you're ready. You want to switch questions? Okay. Okay. 5 is something that he has taken. You want to do it? How would you handle a conflict within a team? Sorry? 8? All right. Now, this is a very wonderful question. If you were given the responsibility to lead a mission, how would you prepare your team? If you were given the responsibility to lead a mission, how would you prepare your team? How would you prepare your team? You are going to go on a mission, maybe to Afghanistan or to Ukraine or to some other place. So, how would you prepare your team in different facets, different things? Please stand back a little so that they can see you. Stand back a little. Yes, yes. Okay, anyway, never mind. Okay, thank you. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause. Now the evaluators will tell us whether they were on time. Timer? Everybody was on time? Before time. All right, great. What about the grammarian? Sorry, the hour counter. How many hours did we? 11 times. Okay. He was. I think he was second. He was second. Yeah. She was third. Yes, he was fourth. Hmm? 9 times. There's hours and ums and all these things, all the crutch words. Okay, grammarian, please give us your evaluation. Should was repeated many times. Okay, all right, and everything everybody else said. Okay. Oh yes, that is one thing I want to speak about is that your voices were very low, except for her voice. The others, everybody, it was I had to strain my ears to hear your voice. Now, throwing your voice is a very important part of public speaking. You can see that I'm not working with a microphone, but you can hear my voice even to the end and even maybe the other side of the class also. When I was doing drama, the dramatics, my director would always tell me one thing, that your voice needs to be heard at least 150, 200 rows away without the microphone. So when we are doing our rehearsals, we are never given microphones. Only on the day of the play, we are given microphones. So you can imagine how we need to throw our voice. How will you throw your voice? By doing a lot of other exercises. Now I can't say that you have to throw your voice today itself. No, you have to do a lot of breathing exercises. How will you breathe? Breathe in, breathe out. Number two, breathe in, chant Om. Om chanting will give you lots of strength in your lungs. That is how you can speak out loud. You can see I'm speaking out loud. Now, singing and anchoring are two different, public speaking are two different things. In singing, it's long breaths. In public speaking, it is short breaths. Sure, you speak, stop, speak, pause, speak, be calm. It's like that. But if you have to have a strong voice which can be heard at least 150, 200 seats away, you have to do a lot of breathing exercises. Next time I come in for the class, before the class starts, I will make sure I give you very good meditation and also how to breathe well. Then I saw something again. These are small, small things which cannot be completed in 1.5 hours. I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying to put in everything in one day, but it is not possible. Public speaking is a full module kind of a course that I always have with my students. And 1.5 hours is too less. I will try putting in other things in for the other classes. Other thing again, one is voice, the other thing is movement of the stage. Or maybe since you had the camera on you, so you did not move much. But please make it a point that when you are going to speak and you have a collar mic or something like this, when you don't have a fixed mic, make sure you use the stage. Make sure you use the stage, and so that you can speak well and you can move your hands. Most of you, when you were speaking, ma'am, you spoke very well. Your content was perfect. I give you 10 out of 10 in content. But your voice was also very good. But you had your hands here all the time. I'll show you the video, each one of you. Her hands were here all the time. But if she had put it up here and you had created that impact, made some movement with your body, you would have had more impact in what you were saying. So try using your body. Don't be stiff, like as if you're standing in a regimented way in front of the army guys and no, I'm not going to speak. It's not like that. The more you loosen up your body, and how will you loosen up your body? By doing a lot of exercises in the morning. I have given them 5 things that all leaders do in the morning. One is prayer, one is meditation. For the two of you who did not, so the three of you who did not come, prayer, meditation, writing in your gratitude journal, reading, and exercise. These are the 5 things that all leaders do every morning before they go out for work. For me, it has become a habit. I do it anyway. So it's like if you blindfold me also, I'll get up in the morning, I'll do these 5 things, and then I'll come. So these things need to be internalized. How will you become a leader? Not by saying, I'm a leader, but by doing small, taking baby steps, tick, 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 and then you become that person. And after you become a leader also in your place, you still need to keep improving. That learning thing has the curve cannot be, it cannot slump down like this. The learning curve has to go up. It has to be like lifelong learning. LLL, going up, 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 up till our last breath. We are learning and learning all the time. I have been on stage for 37 years. So what's the point of me going to Toastmasters? Why should I go to Toastmasters? I already know how to handle the stage. I already know that I can speak like this. But when I went to Toastmasters and I found out, oh, I need to actually speak very well without those crutch words. Maybe I did speak crutch words before. Now I'm more conscious. In all my 1.5 hours with you now, I am very conscious that I am not going to have a single amana. So I don't have a single amana in front of you. I'm very conscious about it. That I'm not going to do it. I'm going to complete my sentence. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to pause. I'm going to make sure I'm connecting with each one of you. So that is how I'd gone to Toastmasters, despite the fact that 37 years I've been on stage. It should be like people blindfolding me, I can still speak in front of the microphone. But no, there are many nuances to becoming a good public speaker, and I'm still a learner. I'm still a learner. I'm a LLL, I'm a lifelong learner. So each one of you, you have done great. But like I have told you, sir, you can become a great speaker. You can become a great speaker. You can become a great speaker. Ma'am, you have already spoken well. You have spoken well. Ma'am, you need to brush up a little bit. Your voice needs to float out of you and become louder so that you can create an impact. You will not always have a microphone in front of you. This time I was moderating for young parliamentarians in our Assam Secretariat. There were some boys who did not want the microphone. And these were the boys I had mentored when they had gone for Viksit Bharat in January to speak in front of the Prime Minister. So I had mentored them in public speaking, and they kept telling me, "Ma'am, is it okay? I don't want the microphone." I said, "Absolutely fine. As long as the judges who are sitting there, and if they are okay with you not taking the microphone." But the judges were again very judgmental. They do not know that it is wrong to judge young people. If he is saying, "I want to speak without the microphone," we must have deep respect for that young person. Instead of saying, this gentleman sitting next to me was saying, "Oh, he's trying to show off." That is not the way to behave with young people. Young people like you have a mind of your own. So you will speak and think and do the things that you think. Why should we put something inside your head? We are just giving you tips and tricks. The rest of the show is yours. I am never going to be judgmental about you when you come up here and say something or the other. Each one of you spoke very well. You took the effort to come here and you took the effort to speak. But you now know how far you have to go, right? Even ma'am knows that she's a good speaker, but she knows how far she has to go. She's already got so much of content. Content is the main thing. Some people say that there is a, I don't know if I can use it here. Can we? No. How do we use this? I have no idea. Anyway, leave this. But I'll just tell you, you can actually write down one name called Albert Mehrabian. Albert Mehrabian actually said that your communication is it comprises of 7%, 38, and 55. 7% is Albert. Albert, Albert, Albert Mehrabian, Mehrabian, Albert Mehrabian. Albert Mehrabian says that 7% is your content that people remember. Whatever you speak, people remember only 7% of what you said. But 55% is your body language, and 38% is the tone of your voice. So you see, we always used to say that content is the king. But actually, People, when I was speaking in front of Narendra Modi ji, I was shaking like a leaf, ma'am. I was shaking. I was already, by that time when I was speaking on stage, I think I must have been around 30 years into on stage, and I was in the wings. I was shaking like a leaf. So his guards came. One of his very senior guards. He came, Kamlesh Singh. He's become a good friend of mine now. He told me, "Ma'am, आपने कभी एंकरिंग नहीं किया है?" मैंने बोला, "बहुत सालों से किया है सर, 30 इयर्स हो गया है, लेकिन ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी है, ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, इसकी इनकी भाषण ही इतने खूब है कि मैं जाके उनकी इंट्रोडक्शन करूंगी तो क्या होगा मेरा? मैं यही डरी हुई हूँ कि मैं कहीं पे कुछ मिस्टेक ना कर दूं. I hope I don't make a mistake." I went there, I stood, I looked at the prime minister, and I saw him looking back at me. I was nervous. And then I spoke, I introduced him in such a manner that people do not remember what I said, but people remembered my body language. That is why I said 55%. Albert Mehrabin says 55% is the confidence you will exude. You might be shaking in the knees like this, but in front of the people, you'll have to show I am absolutely confident. I'm very confident. So I went and showed that. I'm very confident. Not scared. कहाँ पे मेरा कहा डर ही नहीं है. So I did that, and believe me, even now people speak. And they said, remember when Narendra Modi ji came and he spoke so well? You were so confident. This is what they remember. The tone of your voice was so good. So 38% is the tone of your voice, the pitch, how you deliver. So please understand this. And next time, what we will do is, what's the time now? It's 12:34. So I was supposed to do the class from 11 to 12:30. 11 to 12:30, but we still have some more time if you allow me, because we started around 10 minutes late. Will you allow me that? Yeah. So let me just quickly take you to my slide. Some of you might be interested in taking my number. And if you need to speak to me when you're feeling down and out anytime, I am your secret Alexa. You can just confide in me and forget about it, because I will never ever divulge your secrets anywhere. So you can just go into just or maybe text me saying that, ma'am, I need to speak with you. There are people from Mumbai also with whom I had trained from the Reserve Bank. They call back and say, मैम आपके साथ 5 मिनट बात करना है. हाँ चलिए बात कीजिए. हाँ भी ठीक हो गया है, अभी मन थोड़ा सा हल्का हो गया है. So if you ever want to speak about any issue, don't keep it bottled up. And I am a total stranger. I don't know you. So even if you're going to tell me something weird out of the box, it doesn't matter to me. You can just tell me and forget about it. There should be one place. You remember that? I don't know if you know about this Asmi story. There was one person who used to love speaking a lot, but and he used to love telling secrets. So some people said that you shouldn't be saying secrets like this. So he dug a well. He dug a hole in the ground, and he said, "Okay, I'll keep all my secrets here," and he locked it. So this is one story. I'm forgetting the context of the entire story, but I'll tell you about how it is. So we must make sure that do not we do not keep things bottled inside us. Some of you have the tendency, young people nowadays, you have a tendency to keep a lot of things inside you. Say it to your best friend, and if you don't have a best friend, you have your secret Alexa here. So you can just speak to her and say, ma'am, this is what I'm feeling. You know, what should I do? Just tell me, just ask me. Anytime I'm there. And don't call me at night, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I'm sleeping and my phone is switched off. So don't call me around that time. But other times, till around 10 o'clock, from morning 6 to 10, I'm available. So you can call me anytime. You can also follow me in these. I do a lot of developmental work, talks and tweets on X. So if there is a road which is broken, if there are no street lights in my area, there were no street lights before. So I got street lights now. We're getting good roads because I keep tweeting about it. So if you in your area ever see something which is wrong and you think that you don't want to tweet about it, send it to me. Just send the video or send the matter to me. I will put it up so that quick action is taken. If there's a broken road or the drain has been dug up it has been left like that. So make sure that you send those stuff to me. I'm also there on Instagram in these other Insta handles. You can follow me in Magic Craftery, the Happiness Salon, and you can also follow me here. Whereas I'm the best foundation, you can follow me here. I've changed it to I'm the best leadership academy. So you can follow me here also. I keep putting up updates on what's happening, what's new, how you should follow certain things. So I keep putting those things up here, and you can follow me here. So I'm also known for your information, ma'am. I'm also known as a flower and leaf artist. So I do a lot of artwork. You can go into my Magic Craftery and you can see that I do a lot of artwork as well. So why am I telling you all these things? Is that I am still discovering myself. It's not the end of the world. I'm still discovering that I have this talent and that talent and this I can do that. You have enormous potential inside each one of you. Each one of you has the potential to find out that I'm a good singer, I'm a good baker, I'm a good gardener, read good poetry, I read good articles, I'm a very effective person because whatever I write, the government looks at me and actually makes a difference. There used to be those cones, what do you call them? Those traffic cones on top of the Chanmari flyover, which had been broken by people so that they could take a wrong turn to go to Gita Mandir. So I wrote about it and I said that who is going to take action? Believe me, overnight the traffic police actually barricaded that, stitched up all the cones together so that nobody can take a wrong turn. So you see, government is not sleeping. You have to speak about it. You have to say that this is what's happening. The roads are bad. There's no street light. There's no. So if you are not going to speak about it, the government cannot take any action. I am someone who makes sure that even if it is in Fancy Bazaar, I don't stay in Fancy Bazaar. People send me videos from there. I put it up on X so that my city becomes the best. I am somebody who, this city is after my heart. I came from Shillong and I live here. So this is my most beloved city. So if I do not take care of it, then who will? My mother-in-law keeps telling me, don't do this, don't do this, you get into trouble. I said, but I love the city. If people have thrown garbage in the drains, I'm supposed to speak out. I can't turn a blind eye. It's my home. So I've done a lot of talking. So till the next class, I hope, ma'am, you are there for the next class. You're going to be there, I hope. Yes, last week. So I'm not going to be meeting you. Oh, all right. Oh, so you're also appearing for civil services. Wow, nice, nice, nice. So that's where all the information is coming from. I can see that you have been doing a lot of reading, right? Right. So, so I want all of you to do one thing before you guys leave. Before you say bye, why don't you introduce yourselves to each other? Please get up here. Please come up here and introduce yourself and tell everybody what's your name because nobody knows your name. Yes, please stand here. Can you throw your voice? Superb. Very nice. Please come next. So we know his name is Nihal Singh. Nihal Singh. Nihal. Okay. Now please come here so that the others can see you also. And where are you from? Which state? From Nagaland. Okay, nice. Next, sir, please come. Yes, please stand. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, wow, wonderful. And Laishram, let me tell you one thing. There's no point, there's no need to get nervous. We are all family here. Okay. And even when you go into a particular organization also, never feel nervous. Feel like a leader. You're walking in through the door. Have that charisma to feel like a leader. Come now. Wow, superb. Very nice. Please come, ma'am. She's continuously doing a lot of things. I'm very happy for that. Very nice. Tejasvi. Very nice name. Please come, ma'am. Wow, superb. Give yourselves a round of applause. We will take a quick photograph and then we are good to go. You guys got your previous thing, no? Like this time also, I'm going to ask for this so that you can at least go through it when you need it. I wish you all the best because since you're going for your civil services, I'd love to see you as a bureaucrat. And are you looking for foreign services or for IPS or police? Yeah, lovely. You're going to be a great police person. Okay, everyone, please stand up, or I don't know how we do this. I hope everyone, yeah, you can come a little close. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much to each one of you. You have further classes today also? You have no more. You don't have. Who else has classes? You don't. You have evening. So you go back and you come back, or you'll go back, have lunch, and come back. Oh, I couldn't even see the people here.